Kentuckian who personified inclusion and love and making sure in the most difficult times everyone got the information to keep them safe.
Well, Kentucky is certainly mourning a true leader for the deaf and hearing impaired in our state. And you know, before she became famous on TV during the governor's COVID briefings, Virginia Moore of Louisville was improving lives behind the scenes.
Virginia died over the weekend. She was at Governor Beshear's side throughout the pandemic, keeping hundreds of thousands of deaf and hard of hearing people informed. Grace McKenna talked to the people who worked closely with her today. Grace, how are they remembering her?
Well, Shay, you know, one word really shined through today for me, and that was passionate. Virginia was passionate not just about her work, but about everything. And those who knew her say her impact goes far beyond Team Kentucky.
This is a point, and you go right through it together.
When communication became more important than ever, Virginia Moore made it possible.
I met her just like the rest of Kentucky did.
Health Commissioner Dr. Stephen Stack worked alongside the sign language interpreter through months of Team Kentucky COVID updates. Moore passed away this weekend.
People will remember Virginia as I will, really. And these words I think I choose with purpose. Is a kind-hearted, caring, devoted, hardworking, compassionate warrior.
She grew up one of the few hearing people in a mostly deaf family and eventually came to lead the Kentucky Commission on the Deaf and Hard of Hearing.
She was very passionate, and I think that showed, and I think that might be why citizens of Kentucky just latched on to her.
While we knew her through our screens, behind the scenes, she'd been bridging barriers for years, advocating for things like early hearing tests and captioning on films.
Once access is there is no disability.
The Commonwealth saw her personality shine through, and those who knew her, like Amy Hatzel, did too.
If she thought something was funny, her laugh was contagious. You know, I'll miss that.
Hatzel says Moore's legacy can be seen in her team, handpicked with just as much passion as her.
She said, before I leave here, I've got to do something with education. And she didn't quite make it, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
She says Moore's work made Kentucky a role model for accessibility.
I think she'd want to say that the work remains.
While the rest of us may have only known her for a few years.
And her heart was as big as this Commonwealth.
She was always.
It was just huge.
Thank you.
On Team Kentucky.
Thank you, Virginia. And thank you.
Moore was also diagnosed with uterine cancer back in 2020, going back to work shortly after. In the studio, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.
Just a great human being, and I loved being here from Louisville as well, and all the great work she did for our community. Memorial services haven't been planned yet, but donations can be made in her name to the Kentucky School for the Deaf, Jacobs Hall Museum, or to the Knowledge Center on Deafness.